this video, let us learn another special method of preparation of aldehydes starting from esters. So, our starting material is ester. What is the general formula for an ester? R CO O R dash is the general formula for ester. We can also write this as R CO O R. If both the R's are alike group, then such esters are referred by the name as symmetrical esters. If the R and the R dash are unlike group, to represent that they are unlike group, it is indicated with R dash. So if they are unlike group, then such an ester is referred by the name as unsymmetrical ester. So either of the case will give us the corresponding aldehyde. When treated with the reducing agent, namely dival H. In the previous video, I have discussed about the structure of dival H. You can refer about its structure for easy understanding. Now, let us take up an example directly. Say we have a compound like this as our starting material. In ester, one of the oxygen atom is bounded to carbon atom by single covalent bond, and other oxygen atom will be bounded to carbon by double covalent bond. So this is an example of ester. So now what will be the name of this compound? We find the ethyl group attached here, and the remaining is containing 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms. And you know that esters should end with the term OA as per IUPAC nomenclature. So therefore there are 3 carbon atoms. So this side it will become propanoate, and on the other side there is ethyl group. So therefore the name of this compound will be ethyl propanoate. So this is our starting material. This is the ester that we are considering. Or else by one name also we can call them as. There are 3 plus 2, 5 carbon atoms. So that being the case, we can also call this as, for 5 carbon atoms, the root word to be used is pent. So we can also call this compound as 2-pentanoate. 2-pentanoate. Why? It's not 2, actually 3. There are 2 carbon atom and 3rd carbon atom. From here also this will be the 3rd carbon atom. So I will correct this. Locant to be given is 3. So 3-pentanoate is also correct IUPAC nomenclature. For easy understanding, let us keep this name, ethyl propanoate. So ethyl propanoate is treated with di-isobutyl aluminium hydride, which is a very good reducing agent. This will release nascent hydrogen. And what happens now? There are 2 hydrogen, as you can see. One hydrogen will take a linkage with this oxygen, and one more will take a linkage with the carbon. So one hydrogen will link with oxygen and they will break like this. Another hydrogen will take an attachment here. So therefore when the hydrogen from there gets attached, then this compound will be CHO attached with this. So we have the aldehyde, and on the other part, H, when it gets attached here, it becomes OH. So we also have parallelly alcohol. So let us see how the product finally will be. CH3, CH2 as it is, then C linked with oxygen by double bond and with hydrogen by single bond. Along with this, what else will be one more product? C2H5OH. So therefore, we also land up in the formation of an alcohol. Let us try naming both of them. We see that there are 3 carbon atoms and this itself is the aldehyde. So therefore, the name of this compound will be propanal. As you know, aldehyde should end with the suffix as al. So propanal or trivial nomenclature name will be propanaldehyde. Along with that, we also land in the formation of ethanol. Ethanol. For alcohol, it should end with OL, and for aldehyde, it should end with AL. One should be very carefully writing this while writing in the exam. See to it that you distinctly write the difference of A and O, otherwise you will be naming the compound wrongly. The trivial nomenclature of this compound is ethyl alcohol. So, starting from ester, by subjecting it to reduction with diisobutyl aluminium hydride, we get two important products, namely the aldehyde and the alcohol. So, this is a common case. I have just taken this with the example of ethyl propanoate, which is giving us ethanol or ethyl alcohol with propanaldehyde or propanal.